Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that wherever you're at, you're having a wonderful day. And if you're not, I'm sure it'll get better. Hang in there. I'm back with another Transformers look or review or video, whatever you may call this nowadays. But you guys can see Legacy Evolution Nacelle? How do you pronounce that? I'm not even sure anymore. Um, I got this because I'm a huge fan of this mold, specifically the tetrajet mode. I really love it. So when this was announced, I got this. I did order this via Amazon. I got this probably a couple of weeks ago. I haven't opened it yet. You guys can see here's the box. Here's some stuff going on here in the background. I can't quite make out who that is there. I am a bit blind. Here's the actual figure. Standard box. Again, this is Legacy Evolution. So again, it's cool that we're getting, and there's that Prime guy, I forget his name. That's really cool. Here's the back, Tetrajet mode, and the robot mode. Again, if you have had these before, I think this mold anyways, back from Siege, from the Siege line of toys. So nothing new there other than the fact that this is a recolor for this character. The other thing is, as I said, I got mine via Amazon, but apparently, at least from what I've been reading online a couple of weeks ago, a lot of folks who had pre-ordered theirs through Hasbro Pulse got their orders canceled. I think something about mold on the figure sounded a little weird. So I'd figure, let me open it. I don't know what's inside this thing. Well, hopefully a figure with no issues. But I figure I'll open it, see what this whole deal is about. I really doubt there's any kind of mold on the figure. But let's go ahead. I should probably wear gloves. I'm not wearing gloves, but we'll see. Anyway, so your standard Legacy Evolution packaging. Let's pull this out from the front. Let's see. Yep, there's the figure. Nothing inside, so we'll just toss that box out. And then let's see what you're getting here. You get this thing, you get the instructions. If you have this mold, you probably know how to transform him. I do love the fact that, again, it's the tetrajet. But there are the instructions. 21 steps, if that's your thing. As far as what's in here, first nothing looks out of place. No mold or anything, or if it was, it's already in the air somewhere. Nothing in the back here. Again, no plastic, but you guys could see them there in the box. I mean, I don't see anything weird. At least on my copy, it looks on good condition here. I mean, if I'll take him out of these ties or whatever, and I'll show you if I see anything weird. But I love the color. I mean, I'm a huge fan of blue, but the red, white, and blue with the yellow looks really nice. And again, he's got that nice. I'm a sucker for Tetrajets, Transformers in general. So let me take this guy out of the box and I'll show you him. Alrighty, so got him out of the box. And obviously the only accessory, at least in my box, are the null rays here. Nicely painted with that blue, red, and white there. You can see it. So really nicely done. Again, these are the same null rays from the other Tetrajets from the Siege line, but so that's really cool. So I did have a better look at this, and there is, I guess, what you could perhaps say is mold. I'm not sure, in all honesty. But nothing on the body itself. I thoroughly checked it, but when I had a closer look at the wings here, you do see those white splotches, I guess, that perhaps folks, I don't know if I could focus in there. Let me see. Perhaps the folks are saying it's mold, and it's a bit all over the wing. You see the little spots there. That's a little spot sort of right there, right there. All those little white spots. I guess it could look kind of like mold. So it's all over the wings on that side, and it's also all over this wing right here too. Right here, right here, right here. And on the back here too, on the back of the wing. Nothing much on this wing here, but the wing here does seem to have that. I mean, you see some paint. That's obviously paint here, right? The paint scratch here, the white, and it's also a red one. But I guess you could see these little white splotches that kind of look like mold. I'm going to say they're not mold, but I guess just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna get some a cotton swab with some alcohol, wipe it off. But I'm not that concerned in all honesty. There's Nacelle or Nacelle, however you pronounce it. Alrighty, gave this guy a good wipe down with some alcohol and some cotton swabs, and also wiped. The wings were pretty much where most of that stuff was at, but it's no longer there. You see some wet spots. That's just the alcohol evaporating. But yeah, I kind of took care of all that stuff. It's completely gone. I was even able to take out the splotch of paint for the most part. The white one that was just the white line that was kind of just there. So that's a bonus. But other than that, no issues. Whatever substance that was only on the wings. I did end up cleaning everything else just to be on the safe side. But yeah, we're ready. This thing looks awesome. I love the color. Again, if you've had, as I've been saying, if you've had the tetrajets, maybe you have them in your collection currently. This is pretty much the exact same thing, right? Same articulation. The only difference is the color, right? So you get a head that completely moves left and right. So he can look both ways. He can look. He can't really look up. He can look. Can't really look down either. Arms, again, you can stretch them out. You can do this whole elbow. The hands to move as well. So, and this is fully articulated, right? So you're going to get some good articulation there. The one advantage that this mold has, let's say the Seeker mold doesn't, whether it's the old one or the new one, is the fact that his waist moves left to right. We get articulation here, so that's pretty cool. Legs kick out, knee, essentially like that, and then you do get here the ankle articulation. So pretty cool nonetheless. The wings also are pretty cool. You can display them. Let's say like this, if that's your thing. You can move them slightly up so they look like that, so that's kind of cool. And they angle in and out. That's for the transformation, but if you wanted to get them out of the way for posing purposes, you can do that as well. So same articulation as what was again on the Siege tetrajet modes that I think at this point has been repainted to Kingdom Come. And then of course you get the null race. The null race, he can hold them in his hands, sort of like a standard gun here. I'm just trying to get these in the hand so he can hold them like that. He can shoot. I of course prefer to have them on the shoulders, so that's you can do it that way as well. As your preference, is your figure when you do get it. So I prefer mine to have this look here. But I really like this. I like the, I keep saying mold, but hey, I like the tetrajet mold. I don't like the actual mold, if that's what that was in this figure. But yeah, I really do like, again, it's the same detailing as on the Siege figures, just painted slightly different. But for me, the colors do make that much of a difference that I had to get this and add it to the collection. There's the standard Seeker head. He looks a bit upset there. But nonetheless, really cool. I love the detailing all over these wings. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but there you go. We'll try and see if we can transform this guy, and we'll go from there. But as far as robot mode, gets a thumbs up for me. Alrighty, so let's see if I can attempt this transformation. It's been quite a while. But let's get these null rays out of the way. Put these off to the side. Next thing, okay. These forearms have they open here, right? So you can open that up, and then essentially these arms rotate this way. Then this arm, you're gonna fold it in so that it goes in like that, and it sits inside like that, and then you can close this. This arm doesn't close up. Well, it doesn't look like. So same thing here. You're gonna open up the arm. You're gonna rotate this in, and then fold this like that, and then it closes. Once you're there, you can leave it out. Next thing is these wings. I usually like to loosen this up. When you get this in there, it becomes really tight. So you can loosen it up just like that for now. Wings can come out like that, and then the next thing is the two sections up here. So you're gonna pull them out slightly and then back towards the back, and then they come off like that. Then once you do that, you can, this is on like a little hinge. I don't know if you could see it. All right, you can take that and let's do that. And then you have to join these two parts. There's a section in there where it snaps in. Let's do the legs. The legs have to go facing essentially the other way. So you're going to face them this way. You're going to take essentially the feet and you're going to close them. And then you're going to fold these legs at the knees. I always love this section of this figure. It's like spring loaded. But you're going to fold the legs in, and these sections here are going to go tucked in there. So essentially you're going to take that and make sure it stays tucked in like that, right? So you do the same thing with both sides. Now, before we do that, a little thing with the head here. So you're going to take this panel that's now loose, and you're going to connect it to the head like that. Move the head as far back as you can like that, and then you take this panel, which is the chest essentially, and it's tabbed in there, so you're going to pull it out. One of my older tetrajets, this section kept coming off, so I'm glad it looks like it was fixed. So you can just leave it like that for now. And now you can do the legs. So like I said, is this section here will need to sit in here. So something like that. And then you do the same thing with this other side. You're going to fold the leg in and just make sure that we're sitting in that section right there. So once we do that, we're almost there. You're going to take essentially, there's a section here on the forearms, and okay, so here we go. So these two sections here are going to go plugged into here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this this section of the arm does, it's on a hinge that pulls out, and then you're going to angle this just enough so that it sits, so that it connects, right? You're going to just plug it in there like that. This section is always at an angle like that, so you can put that. So same thing here, right? You're going to find the section here with the two slots, and you're going to just essentially turn it enough so that this section can go connected. And again, these things always sit at an angle like that. So make sure everything's in. I'm going to do that. Next thing is then now to bring this down. So we're going to hinge it down just like that for now. The wings are then going to come down. There is these small sections here that need to go under essentially. And then you will see that there's also a section here that we're gonna, so I folded the wing down to show you that there's these two sections here where my thumb is at that are gonna go plugged into here. So essentially you're gonna, first thing I do is make sure I get this in, right? Boom, that's sitting in there. And like I said, I don't know if you could see it, those two sections have to get plugged into the section of the arm, and then they sit in, then you're in. Same thing here. You're gonna push this down, get this section here in first so you avoid any kind of breakage, and then, oh, just came off again, but you're gonna get these sections and plug them into the forms that I showed you before. And let's see if I can get them in there. It's a bit of a blind fumbling there, but let's get this in there. And there we go. It's plugged in, straighten that in. Next thing is this turbine, or this section here. It's gonna go plug back in down here. So that's why the head has to go in as much as it can. You're gonna hinge this. This is on a hinge, and you're just gonna plug this in like that. Then you're going to take this chest piece and you're gonna hinge it up. And there are sections essentially, not these, not the feet sections, but right here where you're gonna fit that in. So just make sure you get that in there, and it tabs in place. And then that's pretty much it. And then the null rays, you can take, you can plug them in here. I like to plug them here at an angle so they look like that. And there you go. Tetrajet. I really love this mode. It's so awesome to get Cybertron modes. So, and again, transformation is pretty much the same as the older Siege Tetrajets. So really cool. There you have it, Tetrajet. But I really like this mode. But there you go. All right, guys, so we got through that transformation. Here we are back in robot mode, and I gotta say, I do like this guy. Obviously, I know we've gotten this figure plenty of times, just in different colors and variations. I think this is the first time we've gotten this color array or what have you. But I do love the way he looks. Again, I'm gonna keep it in robot mode and display him with the rest of my Tetrajets that will do some quick comparisons as we close. But again, this, I think I got mine via Amazon. I think Hasbro Pulse. I will probably at some point put these up, if not already. But I say if you're a fan of this mold, this is just more additions to that. The color, at least to me, makes a heck of a difference. But it's, it's the same figure. Yeah. But no issues with mine other than, I guess, the little speckles that I got rid of with some alcohol and wiped them down pretty good. But yeah, this guy is definitely it. I like him a lot. Okay, guys, so we're going to wrap up the video here. Hopefully you got something out of it. If I missed anything, feel free to leave a comment. If you have a question, let me know. I'm still not sure how to pronounce his name. Nacelle, however you call him. I'm definitely really happy with him. As we close, some quick comparisons. Here he is next to, this is the Siege Thundercracker. Exact same mold, whole different color. The Siege line had this whole battle damage thing going on, but there he is next to Thundercracker. Again, to me, the colors make such a huge difference, even though it's the exact same mold. So for example, here is Nova Storm. This is part of the Rainmaker's 3-pack. I think it came with Ion Storm and Acid Storm, which I do have in my collection, but I just wanted to show you exact same mold, just different paint applications, and to me, all three of them look awesome. So we'll move those aside, and then here he is next to Starscream. This is the Earthrise mold. Here is Thundercracker. Again, another Earthrise figure. He's facing the wrong way. But there you go. Just want to show all three of them there together. Again, different mold. I guess kind of like the same characters there, right? Seekers, Tetrajets, whatever you call it. But again, I love the color pop on this guy. I think that's one thing they've done a good job with this figure is paint. It's really, really well done. But there you go, Starscream and Thundercracker from Earthrise. And then the last two here are going to be, here's Siege Soundwave, sorry, not Soundwave, Shockwave, and Megatron. You can see him next to the Decepticon leader here. You guys, maybe I'll change the, there you go. That looks way better. Give you a better look. He's slightly taller than Shockwave, but I think that works for me. And then of course Megatron being much bigger. But yeah, definitely really like this figure, guys. If you can get a hold of this guy, I know it's the exact same mold we've already gotten a bunch of times, but for me, I think just the color variation was worth it. And if you're trying to complete like a whole, I don't know, tetrajet collection, I know they had, I think, Hot Link, which was like a Target exclusive, which I don't have, and a couple of other ones that I do not own. You know, definitely you have to get yourself one of these, but definitely worth it. You know, go out yourself and get a copy. Thank you so much for your very valuable time. If you have any questions, as I said before, feel free to leave a comment. Otherwise, thank you so much for spending your very valuable time with me, and I will catch you next time. Take care.